All right, hello, and welcome to this very first playthrough of Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots. This is going to be a pretty short video, I think. Last time we beat what I believe was the final boss of the game. And we started watching cutscenes, and I had to do something, so we just paused the game, and now it's the next day, and we're going to watch the rest of the cutscenes. I don't think there's any more gameplay, I don't think. But we're gonna find out. So let's just jump right back into where we were at. Oh, we're back at the wedding. Okay. I think Meryl and Akiba are my favorite characters.
Nothing beats a stiff drink, huh?
Drevin's alright.
I didn't know you drank. I thought it was strictly soda for you.
Not like I never touched the stuff.
Soda's better, though.
With the nanos better.
Mm-hmm.
The nano machines break down alcohol before it has a chance to get you drunk.
Oh, really? Nobody can get drunk in this
No
reality?
hold back anymore, huh?
Yeah, well, it ain't all sunshine and rainbows. A lot of folks lost their entire sense of being the moment SOP went offline.
You mean SOPS? I heard some people are going through withdrawals. SOP syndrome.
Yep. SOP kept more than just alcohol under control.
How much time has passed?
Naked now.
From what I hear, over 10% are showing symptoms.
Sounds like long COVID.
Getting rid of the Patriots won't solve all our problems overnight.
You, probably already suspected this, but I'm not actually an employee of AT Security.
Huh?
The Patriots raised me to be a gun launder.
The Patriots?
My earliest memories are of the LRA. They kidnapped me, forced me to fight. Yep. You're staring at a former child soldier. My parents, brothers and sisters, all killed in the war. Guess that makes me what you'd call a war orphan.
Oh, is that where you got that scar, huh?
After that, the Patriots picked me up and brought me into the family business. I was Drebin, number 893. There's a whole lot of pawns like me all over the world. How do you suppose I laundered guns like I did? 'Cause they let me. In fact, I was under strict orders to back you guys from the start.
You what?
Hey, man. Don't take it personal. I wasn't the only one under their orders.
Huh? Meryl and...
They probably never realized it themselves, but... Rat Patrol, Team 01. Voila.
Patriot.
It's a pretty neat trick.
Played like a violin.
But why?
Obviously, Liquid's
Yeah, I
plot was
don't
a threat
understand
to the
that.
Patriots. So they planned to have you guys take care of it.
Didn't turn out quite how they planned, though, did it?
Yeah, well, I don't think they expected you to crash their system and wipe them out.
So, does that mean you're out of a job now?
Are you kidding? I got the Drebins. All the Drebins in the world are in on it. From now on, we're in business for ourselves. We are pawns no more.
Easy there.
The White House might have lost its taste for unilateralism, started to rebuild. But there's a lot of failed states out there that went bankrupt from their PMC habits, and they owe a shitload of money. Now, only question is, who's gonna pick up the tab? I'm sure these new governments will try and keep it under control with PMC corporate reform.
So is Akiba gonna get totally hammered? Since he's the only one with no nanomachines?
In the war economy. Might not be a new world order, but the old order under the war economy is gone for good. I'm guessing the UN is gonna be more important than ever. What with multilateralism and all. A certain president said it best back during the Cold War. For in the development of this organization rests the only true alternative to war. Then again, the UN itself's just an old 20th century relic. When you think about it, when you look at its history, it ain't that different from the Patriots.
Ah, that's right. The nanomachines used to keep you sober.
It's a little different.
Crush. Mix. Burn. Repeat.
Hey, Uncle Hal, can I give him the Mark III?
Give it to him.
He's
You
kinda
fucking high?
a new friend.
You can let him look at it. If he touches it, he
We
dies.
can't understand each other's language, but we're having fun.
So you want to give him my $5 billion robot?
He's my
The
very
answer is
first
no,
outside
Sonny.
friend.
I'm glad you're making friends, but this is not how you do it. You don't do it with bribes.
That's great.
We kind of need that.
Sonny, it's okay if you want to live outside now. It's your life.
How old is she?
There are other havens
10?
out there.
Nobody wants to live outside.
Looks so
You can
pretty.
go outside occasionally if you want.
Sonny,
I like it outside.
Gross.
Uncle Hal, when is Snake coming back?
Snake
Snake put a gun in his mouth, Sonny.
is sick. So he went on a trip to help him get better.
We're not going with him?
Nope.
No. He needs to be alone.
I wonder if I'll ever see him again.
Hope. You should hope not. It will be horrifying.
Had a hard life.
He sure
He needs
did.
some time to rest.
Are you crying, Uncle Hal?
No,
Like you've never seen him cry before. He probably cries all the time.
I'm not crying.
Oh.
Alright, credits. Wait, maybe. It's probably gonna do that thing where it goes in and out. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see. I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and do this. So the bottom Center of the screen says that we've beaten 75 games this year and 397 since we started doing this in 2020. Those numbers are incorrect. We've now beaten 76 games this year, 398 since we started doing this. Alright, real quick before some cutscene starts. This is easily the best Metal Gear Solid game of the 4 for me so far. This is easily the best Metal Gear Solid game that I've played out of the 4 so far, for a couple of big reasons. Number one, the controls are much easier to use. The quality of life stuff is just way better. Hideo Kojima has always been really cute with his control scheme, and, you know, I appreciate him swinging for the fences, but I really prefer to be able to understand the controls. Okay, of course, here goes. I'll probably have to start over. Can we have... Yeah, okay. I'll start over in a second.
That's right. Good.
I guess he didn't shoot himself.
No need for you to go just yet.
Couldn't do it? Pussy.
It's been a long time, Snake.
What the fuck is that? Is that Big Boss? Or Solidus?
Big Boss.
I thought he was fucking burned up. Debriefing? Oh, Jesus, what's this? I knew we weren't done yet. I like that gun. What's this?
Let it go.
Why does he sound different? In 3, he sounded just like David Hayter.
Or should I call you brother? What? It's over. Time for you to put aside the gun and live.
For about 2 weeks, and then you need to kill yourself. Or the entire planet will die.
It all began with a bunch of old fools.
I knew we weren't done yet.
Now, they've all passed away. Their era of folly is over. I'm the only one left, and soon I'll be gone too. How can you still be alive?
That's a great
That
question.
body, liquid burned on the Volta, wasn't mine.
Clearly.
It was the body of a clone. Solidus.
Okay.
He was a perfect clone. Zero and the proxy AIs that came after him were convinced that Solidus was me. I was implanted with nanomachines, kept in a state of eternal sleep by JD and the proxy AI. They had me sealed away completely. Not only my physical body, but my will too.
technology was similar to what they used to restrain the B&B members you encountered. For me to wake again, the system had to be destroyed, one way or another. Ocelot and Eva wanted two things: to bring me back to life, and to end the Patriots. That meant destroying the AI and killing the man, JD and Zero. Right before you uploaded the virus into GW, the way to JD was opened, but only through the physical manifestation of GW. That's when we finally learned the location of this man, Zero. For me, and for them, for Naomi, nothing was more important. And it was for that they put their grand scheme into motion. Eva stole my body from them and reconstructed it by replacing the missing parts with pieces from Liquid and Solidus. And Ocelot, in order to fool the system, used nanomachines and psychotherapy to transplant Liquid's personality onto his own. He used hypnotic suggestion to turn himself into Liquid's mental doppelganger. For all our advances in nanotechnology, information and genetic control, they've never managed to control people at will, let alone turn one person totally into another.
Okay.
Under certain conditions, someone can be made to play a specific role. Act like someone else. Cats do love to play as snakes.
I guess that makes sense.
It all started with him. Zero.
The fuck? Did you bring him here?
Zero grew old, and by the end his
Christ's sake.
Patriots were being run by a network without shape or form. Without shape or form. The proxies were only one small part of the vast cycle that Zero created. The corporations, for-profits, and research institutions that comprise the military-industrial complex were part of it too. They operated on budgets automatically allotted to them by the proxies. Accounts maintained by the Patriots. The network covered everything from weapons R&D and investment to production and marketing. It encompassed the people, the companies, even the laws that protect them. Politics and economics became nothing more than iterations of the same oppressively uniform system. I don't think anyone realized that it was all a setup, a mere set of norms. The Patriots were those norms, a neural network reduced to its simplest form. That's what they really represented. Uniformity without individual will, without change. But then one day, those norms suddenly deviated from that pattern and underwent a mutation. It was like the birth of a new life form. The system found a new way to propagate itself. War. Norms the Patriots had crafted for their unified state quickly became dependent on a single business, the war economy. Meanwhile, the political cause of creating a cleaner, safer battlefield provided a convenient catalyst. By then, the system was no longer being steered by Zero's will, or anyone else's. It was then that the norms, manifested as AIs, the inheritors of Zero's will, began to reproduce and take on a life of their own. Zero's original intent was to carry on the boss's will and establish a unified world state, an inside world. But his successors failed to carry on his will. Eventually, JD became the very age itself, propagating its will as it pleased, and this age chose to act through economics instead of nation-states, powered by the industrial and digital revolutions that...
If you have this much more shit to talk about in your game, why the fuck are you starting with credits? Or are you even beginning to roll credits? I understand and appreciate the value of a post-credit scene, or even sometimes a mid-credit scene, maybe. But this is not, the game is not over if you have this much more to say.
There was only the war economy. It was a colossal error in judgment.
It's so cute. It's so, oh, I'm gonna do things different. Like, for the sake of it, I hate it. I don't like it. And it fucks my shit up.
System in a state of collapse. The Patriot society has reverted to a blank slate. This man was the source of it all. And he doesn't even realize it. He
doesn't look like he realizes anything.
The fact that he led the world to the brink of ruin. Even with so much bad blood between us, it's funny. Now that I'm actually face to face with him again, the hatred is gone.
Did you not bring him here?
What I feel is a deep sense of longing and pity. Did Zero really hate me? Or did he fear me? Huh. It's too late to ask him now.
Is that really
The
necessary?
original members. Paramedic.
Oh.
Sigint. Eva. Ocelot. They've all passed on. Only Zero is left. Everything has its beginning, but it doesn't start at one. It starts long before that. In chaos. The world is born from zero. The moment zero becomes one is the moment the world springs to life. One becomes two, two becomes 10, 10 becomes 100. Taking it all back to one solves nothing. So long as zero remains, one will eventually grow to 100 again.
Is that good? That's good, right?
And so, our goal was to erase Zero.
Okay, so that's bad. Okay.
Even the mighty Patriots began with a single man. That one man's desires grew huge, bloated, absorbed technology, began to manipulate the economy. We realized too late that we had created a beast. We had helped turn Zero into 100. His sin was ours. And for that reason, I'm taking it upon myself to send Zero
To hell.
to nothing.
Oh. My line's better. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna turn his oxygen off right here in front of everybody? Give the man some dignity. Is that what you brought him here to do? Okay.
You going back to zero as well?
You erased me 2 times before. Today will mark the 3rd. The fox die, Zero planted in you. It's already begun eating away at my body. Truth is, the fox die in you is what killed Eva and Ocelot.
What are you talking about?
Naomi. She told me everything.
What's wrong?
They did it again. They used you to kill me. The Patriots. No, they're proxies. In order to bury us. They did it again. In the end, they're no more than a program. All they can do is repeat the same pattern over and over again. Do me a favor, will you? Take me over to her. There's one more thing Naomi wanted me to tell you. About the old fox die in your body. The one that mutated. The new fox die inside you continues to multiply. At the same time, it is preventing the old mutated fox die from reproducing.
Does that mean I can live?
The new fox die is uprooting the old. Naomi confirmed it in her follow-up. The mutants are receding. Before long, they'll be gone entirely.
Does that mean the mutant strain won't cause an epidemic?
It will only live as long as you do. But even then, the process will just repeat itself.
What the fuck does that mean?
One day, the new fox die
Oh.
too will start to mutate and become a new threat. That is, if you manage to live that long.
Am I going to die?
Yeah,
Everyone
probably.
dies.
Yeah.
You can't stop it. You can't run away from it. Let me tell you something. Don't waste the life you have left. fighting. I never thought of you as a son. But I've always respected you as a soldier and as a man. If you'd been in my place back then, maybe
Well, that's that
you
gun.
wouldn't have made the same mistakes that I did.
I remember that gun.
Ever since the day I killed the boss with my own hands, I was already dead. Boss, you were right. It's not about changing the world. It's about doing our best to leave the world the way it is. It's about respecting the will of others, believing in your own. Isn't that what you fought for?
Dude, if you're gonna die, can you just go ahead and do it?
At last,
Oh my god, he's back up.
I understand the meaning behind what you did. At last, I understand the truth behind your courage.
Yep, I remember.
It's almost time for me to go. And with me, the last ember of this fruitless war dies out. And at last, those old evils will be gone. Once the source of evil returns to zero, a new one, a new future will be born. That new world is yours to live in. Not as a snake, but
As a man.
as a man.
Nailed it. Is he gonna stay down this time?
Know this. Zero and I, Liquid and Solidus, we all fought a long, bloody war for our liberty. We fought to free ourselves from nations and systems and norms and ages. But no matter how hard we tried, the only liberty we found was on the inside, trapped within those limits. boss and I may have chosen different paths, but in the end, we were both trapped inside the same cage. Liberty. But you have been given freedom. Freedom to be outside.
Got a lot of good it's gonna do me. You know, I'm like the equivalent of like 80 or some shit, right? I'm right behind you, man.
You are nobody's tool now. No one's toy. You are no longer a prisoner of fate. You are no longer a seed of war. It's time for you to see the outside world with your own eyes. Your body and your soul are your own. Forget about us. Live for yourself.
Pick it up.
Find a new lease on life. Boss, you only need one snake. No. The world would be better off without snakes. This is good, isn't it?
I mean, it's going a little long, but it's fine. It's fine, boss. Are you ready to die yet? Okay. I think that's it. That seems like it. Okay. The ending is exhausting. Alright, I'm going to start over what I started talking about a few minutes ago. For me personally, this is easily the most fun I've had playing a Metal Gear Solid game. I've played 1, 2, 3, and 4 now, and this one was by far my favorite for a couple of big reasons. Number one, the controls are so much more intuitive, more modern feeling. They're still weird because Kojima just does his own thing with controls, and I applaud that, you know, I appreciate that, you know. It takes guts to do that. But they've always been so convoluted, and that's still kind of true a little bit in this one, but the combat was much easier. The way that they handled crouching and laying down on the ground, where you have to actually hold the button down to lay down, and you could crouch and walk around more easily, that was a huge boon. That was big benefit. Made it a lot easier to sneak around without getting seen. Which leads me to my second point. If you do get seen in any of the first 3 games, it just takes forever to get to where you can get to the next screen, or you wait until the alarm goes away, and if you get caught out by more than one guy, which, you know, there's always a bunch of people that show up as soon as the alarm goes off, then you're basically dead unless you can manage somehow to hide long enough, i.e. several minutes, multiple minutes, for the alarms to go away, and then you can continue trying to sneak. That process was streamlined heavily in this game in 2 ways. Number one, if you got seen, you could hide much more easily, and it wouldn't take nearly as long for the alarm to go away. Also, number 2, you could just try running to the next screen, and that would work a lot more often in this game than in the other ones. So I thought that you had more options with how to deal with that, and it was a lot less frustrating for me as someone that's bad with this kind of stealth game. I'm just not very good at it, and so the fact that there were more ways to tackle that's a plus. I also thought the combat was way better. Being able to shoot down the sights was improved. I know that existed in 2 and 3, but it was much better in this game. So actual all-out combat, which is occasionally necessary in all of the games, was much more effective in this game. In the others, it always seemed like that's a last resort thing, which it is, and it makes sense to be, but when you had to do it, like it's a boss fight, or you're just in a situation where you just have to shoot, it was always really clunky in the older games, and that was improved here. Obviously the graphics were better, but that's not that big of a deal. The main thing was the controls, the gameplay, the combat, the flexibility with the stealth. I thought all that was really good. Now, I did run into a problem with this game that I haven't had with any of the other problems, or with any of the other Metal Gear Solid games. All of the other games, my big critique in the first 3 games has been, my favorite part is the cutscenes, because the cutscenes are a crazy story and it's very interesting, plus you can't fail a cutscene, and so there would be these 20-30 minutes of cutscenes where it's like, okay, cool, I can relax, I don't have to worry about getting frustrated, and then I'd go back to the gameplay, get frustrated over and over again, and then, oh god, we made it to another cutscene, thank god, I can relax for 20 more minutes, or however long, so I liked the cutscenes, those are my favorite parts of the game. In this game, it was kind of the opposite. And that was because I actually kind of enjoyed the gameplay. Well, not kind of, I definitely did enjoy the gameplay quite a bit. And so, when I'm enjoying the gameplay, and then the gameplay gets, cut off for a cutscene, fine, cool, whatever, and then 45 minutes literally go by, multiple times, several times, there were 45 minutes plus cutscenes. That's a little frustrating when you're actually enjoying the gameplay. I don't play games to watch them, so in almost any other game, a bunch of cutscenes like that I would hate. Like, I've heard the Kingdom Hearts games are like that. I don't know if I'll ever play them, but like the games that have a ton of... It's why I don't play a lot of anime games, anime-inspired stuff, because they have tons and tons of cutscenes, and I'd rather just play the game. Thank you. But in the Metal Gear Solids 1 through 3, I actually liked them because they were a break from the frustrating gameplay. So in this game, my critique is that, it's a Kojima game, so that's just what you're signing up for. That's how Death Stranding was, too. And that was frustrating for me, too, as much as I loved that game. So, for me, it's not really a critique of the game objectively. A lot of people are really into that, and that's totally fine. There's nothing objectively wrong with it. It's just, for my preference, I really would rather not watch 45 minutes of cutscenes. I don't watch movies anymore. I just play video games, so I'm not really into just sitting and watching something. I'm gonna end up getting bored, checking my phone, doing something on my computer. I did that several times during this game. A cutscene would be 20 minutes in, and I'm over here. I'm still watching because I've got this on I've got the gameplay on 3 different screens. I can see it in 3 different places. So I'm still watching it, but I'm over here like, checking my Google Doc. How long was the next game, and I'm on my phone, like, how many views does my TikTok video have today? Because I don't want to watch a cutscene for 45 minutes. It's just not why I play video games. But, you know, the story is really crazy and really cool in how crazy it is, and it would be hard to deliver that same kind of a story without doing it the way that Kojima does, and I appreciate that. And I do like the story, as stupid crazy as it really is. I like stupid crazy, you know? It doesn't have to make sense to me necessarily. I know that if you know enough about the lore, it all does make sense somehow. I'll have to go back and watch some like explanation videos because I don't understand every nuance of it. But yeah, overall, definitely easily the best Metal Gear Solid game I've played, in my opinion. I've enjoyed it more than any of the others because I thought the gameplay was legit. I thought it was really good. It was a lot more fun for me than any of the other ones have been. So overall, really did enjoy it. All right. I'm so fucking stupid. I'm supposed to have this screen up. And I forgot. I had it up, and I moved it back, because the fucking credits stopped, and whatever. Fuck you, Kojima. Fucked me again. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. Alright, so that's it for... Alright, well, let's see. Let's just make sure. You're not gonna let me skip this, are you? Okay. Well, I'm just gonna take my chances if there's nothing else going, because I'm not gonna wait for however long this might be. But before I end the recording, just a quick roadmap of the next few days. The next game that we're going to play is going to be Midnight Fight Express. It's leaving Game Pass in less than 2 weeks. It's supposed to be pretty short, so we're going to start that a little bit later today. Probably beat that tomorrow. Then we're going to play Silent Hill 4, The Room. Been looking forward to that for a while. After that, I'm not sure. Maybe The Devil in Me, the last Dark Pictures game I haven't played. Probably that. And then after that, I think Silent Hill... after that, I believe God of War Ascension. And we're going to try and get all of those games beaten in the next 7 days. 1, 2, 3, 4 games in the next 7 days. And they're all pretty short games, so I think we can do it. And then on August 10th, because today's the 3rd, so yeah, a week from today, Atlas Fallen comes out. We're going to play that. Then we're going to play some older game, probably Fable 2. And then we're going to try and go get back to Remnant 2. And try that again, start that over. Actually, see if we can play that. And then I'm not sure after that. There's some other games that are on the short list. I'd like to play Uncharted 3 soon. I'd like to play Mass Effect Andromeda soon. But we're not going to get all those done before August 22nd. And on August 22nd, we're playing basically just new games for the next month. August 22nd starts with 2 games coming out. Fort Solis is what we're going to play first, and then as soon as we beat that, we're going to start the game that comes out that same day, Immortals of Aveum. 2 days later, on the 24th, Blasphemous 2 comes out. The next day after that, Armored Core 6 comes out, and then August 29th, Under the Waves comes out. So I'm probably not going to play any of those games except for the first one on launch day, because they're all going to back into each other. Hopefully, we can get all of those done before Starfield comes out on September 6th, but that's a big if. We might start Starfield late, too. And then we ought to be able to get caught up before September 19th, when 2 games come out again on the same day. Lies of P and Mortal Kombat 1. We're going to play Lies of P first, and then we're going to play Mortal Kombat 1. So, God, we got a lot. We've got about 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks before things get nuts. And then it's just going to be new release after new release.
Wait up.
I knew there was going to be some fucking post-credit shit. What did I forget? Otacon. What did I forget?
No thanks. I'm quitting.
Hey, good for you.
These things will kill you.
It's
Where
true.
will you go? Our fight is finished. There's nothing left for us to do.
No. There's one thing I still have to do. I have to see this age off. See what the future brings.
Sounds good to me. I'll go with you.
Otacon, I'm gonna be dead soon. You don't have to come.
You said it yourself, Snake. There's nothing inside you can pass on to the next generation. No genes, no memes.
What do they mean by memes?
You're a beast.
I know. A blue rose. There won't be any happy Beauty and the Beast ending for me. What little time I have left will be spent living.
MGS for memes.
A shadow of the inside. Of the old age.
Exactly. That's why you need me. As a witness.
A witness.
Yeah. Someone on the outside to bear witness to your final days. Someone to pass on your story. Not that I'm the only witness. But I'll remember
The actual meme as it is discussed in the whole... I'll just
Stick
wait.
with you to the end.
Alright, Audicon's coming with us. Good, we got it.
Besides, you wouldn't let me suffer Sonny's eggs alone, would you?
The actual meme as it is discussed in the whole MGS franchise, but most prominently since Sons of Liberty, is basically just another term for ideas that shape people's actions and therefore allow them to spread to other people even unconsciously.
Come quick! They're ready! They look yummy! Sort of like the sun.
The sun looks yummy to
Rising
you?
again.
How are we not fucking done with this game, guys? Thank you, Jesus Christ. Alright. Alright. We did it. What am I looking at? That looks like a calendar. No, it's not a calendar. It goes up to 40. Tell a word to experienced weapon handlers who rack up their headshot count. Oh. I'll take it. I always do save the completion data if I'm asked. I don't know why. Okay, are we done with this game? Please. It's like it doesn't want to die. I think we gotta be done now, right? It's gonna go back to the title thing, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, so normally this would be the part where we would delete the game from the console and say we'll never play it again, and we're not going to play it again. Now that we've beaten it, we'll never touch it again, but this is on physical disc, so there's no deleting that needs to be done. I just need to take it out of the console and put it back in the thing, but I mentioned all the games I'm going to be playing soon. A lot of them. What I didn't mention is the next game, Metal Gear-wise, which is on this PS3 collection that I have, and it has Peace Walker on it, and that I will be playing Peace Walker soon. I don't know exactly when. Hopefully in the next couple of months. But yeah, Peace Walker is definitely a game I want to get to at some point. Hopefully in September. We'll see. Alright, that's it, guys. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I will see you on the next one. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.